Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA, Saturday morning, about 9:56 a.m. Temperature 76 degrees. I'm in Granite Shoals, Texas on Highway 1431, headed west-northwest. It's a beautiful day. I mean, it is. I mean, it's a little overcast. I got my camera a little crooked, but that's a little better, and hopefully it won't make any noise. But anyway, what I want to talk about today in my driving video, which is going to become fairly regular because I enjoy doing them, and there's 2 or 3 people that also enjoy them. So that makes a majority, right? What I thought about was I have a new 2018 Coachman Clipper Cadet 16-footer. I call it a CFB, which means front bedroom. And I moved into it from a 26-foot Jayco J-Flight bunkhouse model, 10 feet bigger. And what I'm going to talk about is changing. You know, whenever you move from anything into an RV of any kind, I have a suggestion, and I'm basing this suggestion on my own personal experience. I've been doing that. I've been living in RVs for about 30 years. I'm 72 years old. Mostly travel trailers I've lived in. And I like it for me. One person, no dog, no nothing else, just me and myself and I. And it works really good for me. There are a number of people, however, and I get comments saying that, you know, they want to try this lifestyle, they want to sell their house or downsize from a bigger RV to a smaller RV, etc., etc., etc. And my suggestion is as follows. If you do that, if you sell your home or your big RV and move into a smaller RV or any other RV of any kind, actually, whether it's smaller, same size or what, my suggestion is to live in it for at least 2 weeks before you go out on the road. Why do I say that? Well, having changed RVs 5 times in my life, I know that when you get a different RV, things are in a different place. You have things stored in different places, and there is a period of adjustment. And if you do that while you're traveling, you're just compounding the problem. By that I mean, when you're traveling in an RV, you're constantly putting stuff out and putting it away. And so you never really kind of get homey, or you do, but it takes considerably longer. But if you get into a routine before you go on the road, and you know where all your stuff is, and you've pretty well got it organized, that way when you hit the road, it's not too much of a shock, or it's not an added burden to adjust to the new circumstances. And there are, you know, like even in my RV now, you know, things are kind of in different places. I've got a much smaller space. Of course, I've got all the amenities. I mean, I've got a full shower, full regular toilet, 2-burner stove, don't have a microwave, don't have an oven. Do I need those? Apparently not. I've been doing it for nearly a little over 2 weeks, or apparently, and so I haven't needed it yet. Maybe I'm not. If I do, I'll make that adjustment at that time. But for those of you that are new and just kind of getting started or fixing to start, then I recommend about a 2-week getting to know it period, because it will make it easier on you as you get out on the road. And you know, you can also, as you're in it for that first week or 2, you know, you can kind of go through it in your mind what your routine is going to be, as far as, you know, parking your RV and leveling it up, and, you know, kind of get that situated, you know, hooking up the drain hose, hooking up the water hose, hooking up the electric, you know. And if you're in a travel trailer, you know, which jacks, and what do you do, how do you do it. And, you know, my advice there is, you know, as far as leveling a travel trailer, now in a motorhome, some of them you just push a button and it levels. But in a travel trailer, whether it's a 5th wheel or a bumper pull, you know, you have to level it up. You know, hopefully you'll have a fairly level site. That's step one. Once you determine the slope of your site, then you can use boards or rocks or whatever you want to use to level it. You know, left to right, not the back and front, but left to right. You know, and once you get that fairly close, you know, once you back your trailer up on your blocks or whatever you've got, and you've got it fairly level left to right, then you can use the tongue jack to level it front to rear. You know, and then, you know, and I just use a one bubble level. And once that bubble is, you know, reasonably in the center, I'd rather have it, you know, everything, if it's going to be up and off anyway, I'd like to have it off and the water flowing towards the drain outlets, okay? If you've got a full hookup. If you don't have a full hookup, it really doesn't matter. But, you know, once you get your left to right, you've got your RV up on some blocks on one side or the other, and you're fairly good left to right, then front to rear, use the jack in the front, get the bubble as close to the middle as you want, or as you can, and then just use the jacks to stabilize. And that's really all they are. The jacks are just stabilizers, that's all. You know, they're not to level. Now, some people will try to level their RV using the jacks, and I find that a lot of work. That's me. Now, people that do that, good luck. But if you just use the stabilizer jacks, the screw down jacks or whatever you have to stabilize the RV so that when you're walking on the inside that it's fairly stable, then you're good. You know, and I carry my RV, my 16-foot RV just has two stabilizer jacks in the back, the screw down type. And I use an electric drill with a fitting to fit that little nut and just screw them right down, get them snug. And if I need to tighten them up anymore, I've got a tire tool that I can tighten them up a little bit if I need to. And then I've got two of the old type jacks that you kind of screw up and down, and I take those with me too if I'm going to be parked for, you know, several days. If I'm just going to be there a night or two, I may not even put those out. And as far as unhooking from the travel trailer, it depends. If I'm going to be parked for just 2 or 3 days, I may not even unhook the trailer from the vehicle, because I'm not going to be going anywhere in the vehicle. And that's the way I do, and I just do that over and over and over, and the next thing you know, you've covered several thousand miles and you've had a good trip. This is Kingsland, Texas we're coming into now. We're crossing the Colorado River, and this is just a little unincorporated community on Lake LBJ in central Texas, about 70 miles or so, 60 to 70 miles northwest of Austin, Texas, a booming metropolis. The metro population of Austin, Texas is slightly over 2 million, and they're growing rapidly. But this little community here, the permanent population, I don't know, it's not much. I'm going to say, I always guess, and I'm not sure, I'm going to say 1,500. It could be more or less, I'm not sure, because there's a large transient population that comes in here to their lake houses, and then there is another transient group that comes in the wintertime that just come here, the winter Texans. A few of them have homes here. Some of them rent property here to get out of the cold winters up north. But anyway, back to the RVing. So, you know, again, if you just kind of smoothly move into your RV, transition in your mind, you know, till you're comfortable with this new environment, and then go out on your journey, I just feel like it'll make it easier on you. That's all. And if you start off enjoying it, then that will continue. If you start off with some rough spots in the beginning, then you may develop somewhat of a negative attitude towards the whole event, and that's not good. So try to transition smoothly, take your time. That's the key right there, just plain old take your time. I'm going to the post office and let the moth out. let him go get something to eat, and I'll put him back later. No, I haven't been promoting the mail much. I don't have my sign behind me anymore showing the address, but my address is P.O. Box 1446, Kingsland, Texas 78639. If you want to send me something in the mail, do so. And also for you guys that have used the Amazon link in the description to buy products, believe me, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And that's enough said about that. So here we are. Why do I back into this spot, or a spot? Because it makes it easy to get out, and I'm 72, as I've said about 700 times. And you know, one of the things is, you know, backing out of a parking spot, particularly in a crowded parking lot, is just not a fun thing to do, even if you're young, okay? Particularly like grocery stores, Walmarts, etc. But this just makes it that much easier. And you know, why add stress to your life if you don't need it? So having said that, guys, from Central Texas, USA, this is a driving vid in Central Texas, a short one, and they'll be like that. So having said that, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. It's actually good for you. It will help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and help you lose weight if that's what you want to do. How will it help you lose weight? Because you'll be full of water and you won't want to snack or eat so much, and that'll help you. The best way to lose weight is what? Don't eat so much. But, you know, that's your choice. I know it's hard not to, believe me. I mean, I have a problem with it, even though I'm not overweight. But having said that, what else? Take deep breaths in through your nose. Deep, hold it for, you know, a few seconds, and then breathe out through your mouth. And do that several times a day. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure, and lowering your blood pressure will keep you alive a little bit longer. The #1 killer in the whole world is heart disease. And if you don't believe me, check it out. And you know, so you just want to take the pressure off your heart, and hopefully you'll live longer. You know, I'm 72. I may not live another week. You never know. But I want to be healthy for that last week. So what else, guys? Stretch, walk, you know, do what you need to do. Keep your wheels in motion, so to speak. But anyway, from Central Texas, for you guys that are transitioning from whatever to an RV, all I can say is take your time, get used to the new environment before you hit the road, and I think you'll enjoy it a whole lot more. So having said that, enjoy your day, guys. Bye-bye.